But this morning, I was like, well, that's pretty cool. Like I've come pretty far. So the question that I have for you is, where have you come? Where can you acknowledge yourself? Where can you pat yourself on the back? Like where can you give yourself a kudos and a gold star? Not from anybody else, just from yourself. Like what can you tell yourself? Like to say, good job, congratulations, well done. So for me, this stuff is, you know, it's amazing that I'm able to do this, honestly. And I have tons of help. I have so much help. Like my neighbor fixed my desk this week because it was all wobbly, but now it's not. And that's one of the things I'm really proud of today. And the other thing is, years and years and years ago, I took a break from teaching meditation. This was just before COVID, and I ended up driving an 18-wheeler only for a few months. And it was honestly the worst thing I've ever done, the worst job I've ever done. I don't think I couldn't be worse suited to any job. And backing that thing up, I would barely sleep for like every night I was driving, and I felt like I was driving a missile. I would like cry and stuff like that. There's a lot of crying, a lot of admission of crying in this video. But I was just terrified, honestly. And I'd call my friends. I have two buddies I grew up with, and they drove trucks, and they're like, yeah, man, it will come, it will come. And then I saw a guy this past week driving a truck, and I was like, how did you back that up? He's like, man, I've been doing this for 30 years. It's nothing to me. And I remembered that one day, and I was in East Montreal, and I backed up in between two little cars. And that was like the moment of like, I felt like, oh, I finally got this. It took about 9 months. And then like the next week or two, I stopped driving a truck and haven't driven one since, thank God. But I actually can always remember, like, if I could do that, I can do anything. So this morning, when I'm going through this, which seems like, oh my God, 7 months ago was like, how do I even turn this thing? Like, I can't even turn this thing on. Like, oh my God, I'm so useless. And then this morning I could. So just put the work in, and it's coming, and it takes, it took time, well, 7 years really, but 7 months from when I actually started, from the idea of when I started acting on it. And there I am. Now I can record, I can get this up. This will be up sometime in the next few weeks, depending on when I decide to put it out. But then just think about yourself. Like, have you done great, like work in your relationships, something to do with your health, your finances?